Ranking the best defensive ends in Madden 24. We are back here with another tier list update. Today we're going to be doing our first update for defensive end in Madden 24. Now before we do go ahead and get into the new cards real quick, I want to take a look at the old tier list, and really what I want to say is there's not really anything that I think needs to change. I think everyone is still in their respective tiers, and the cards we got today, I don't think there is like a new S tier for defensive end. I still think Kearse. Honestly, Bruce Smith might be the best now. Like, I used to be really high on this Kearse, but Bruce Smith, even playing him at defensive tackle, I think is really game changing. So I think Bruce Smith is probably the best. That's really all I'd change. And now first card up right here, we got AJ with 76 speed, 79 acceleration. So decent physical stats, has terrible finesse moves, but the power moves are pretty decent. The block shed really isn't there, and the impact blocking, again, not really there. But from a trait standpoint, this is where traits are really important. He only has the bull rush move on yes, right? What does that mean? We can essentially block out this finesse move rating, and he's only going to use that 83 power move rating when he rushes the passer. Now, obviously, the block shed still isn't good, so he's not going to rank like really that high for me, right? But I think this is a pretty solid card. I think he's a good budget option, kind of by like Jonathan Greenard. I think that's a good spot for him. Again, really good budget option. After that, we get 83 overall Carl Lawson right here with 80 speed, 86 acceleration. So again, pretty good physical stats. Has 82 finesse moves, 76 power moves with 73 block shed, 73 impact blocking. So all the way around, it's not like anything's in the 60s, all 70s. It's okay, right? When we take a look at his traits, has the bull rush and the swim move rating on yes. So that means he is going to use both his finesse moves and his power moves. Again, I think this card is again really similar to like Jonathan Greenard and other cards in this tier. So again, he is going to go in that C tier for me. After that, we get 83 overall DeMarcus Walker with 73 speed, 75 acceleration. Again, not really like the best physical stats in the world. This time from a pass rush perspective, that is pretty awful. 74 finesse moves, 64 power moves, really can't rush the passer all that good. Has really good block shed though. Love the 86 block shed. That is again pretty good. And 79 impact blocking. From a traits perspective, only has the finesse moves on yes. So I mean 74 finesse moves, 86 block shed. That still really isn't good. And also I should have talked about this at the beginning, but these 83, 81 overalls obviously are not going to get the best abilities in the game either. Like Ripper, Spinner, Swim Club, I really don't even think they really do anything. I don't want to put them F tier because these guys are actually unusable, but I'm going to go ahead and put them D tier right now. And yeah, I don't mind that. Again, 74 finesse moves, 85 block shed, not really a great rusher. Definitely more bottom in the D. After that, we get Gridiron Guardian George Karlaftis right here. Was kind of like a random addition to the promo, I feel like, but he can get up to an 84 overall, and I think it's really easy to get him up to an 84 overall too. And when you get him up, right, 77 speed, 83 acceleration, has 78 finesse moves, 84 power moves. The block shed and impact blocking, again, not hitting 80, a little bit lower. And when we take a look at his traits, has all three pass rush traits on yes, so he's going to use both his finesse and power moves. And this time, again, same abilities. For me, George Karlaftis, I think he, again, is really solid. I'm not just going to lob everyone in this C tier, but again, pretty good budget option. Gonna go in the C tier for me. And right after that, we get 85 overall Trey Flowers. Dolphins, great by the way, but 74 speed, 81 acceleration. This time, again, doesn't really offer you much as a pass rusher. Good block shed, good impact blocking though. And if we look at his traits, only the bull rush trait on yes. So he's essentially the same exact card we just covered. So he's essentially just like the card we just covered, right? And from an ability perspective, again, only gets that tier 1 bucket. This card, I don't really think he's great, but again, he's gonna go right by DeMarcus Walker for me. Very similar cards. It's just like DeMarcus Walker finesse moves, Trey Flowers power moves. I guess slightly good in the run game, but again, like the pass rush just really isn't there. And right after that, we get Myles Murphy right here, 85 overall Myles Murphy with 84 speed, 86 acceleration. We love these physical stats right here. Those are really good. Now he has terrible finesse moves, pretty good power moves. The block shed isn't there, but having good impact blocking, I think impacts the run game as well. No, like pun intended, but I think like his impact blocking can make up for his slightly lower block shed. And if we take a look at his traits, right, bull rush and swim move on yes, we kind of wish he only had the bull rush trait on yes. He is going to use that 63 finesse move rating, and he also has good physical stats though. I like the physical stats. I like the power moves. There's really just one thing I don't like about the card. I'm kind of thinking of putting him B tier. And the reason for that is, again, I just really like the physical stats on him a little bit more than say Karlaftis, Greenard, Carl Lawson. That's why he's in B and not C. And now right after that, we get Felix right here. So Felix, 81 speed, 82 acceleration. Again, pretty good physical stats, 6'4" height. This time has 85 finesse moves, 78 power moves with 73 block shed, 77 impact blocking. Like the finesse moves, the block shed, impact blocking, and power moves are all a little bit lower. And if we take a look at his traits, traits, has all 3 pass rush traits on yes. And again, this time, just like the previous cards, only unlocks that tier 1 bucket for abilities. So for me, Felix is going to go a tier below the card we just covered. Not saying he's bad, but again, I think he's more along the lines like a C tier player than he is B. After that, we got 86 overall Chase Young, 85 speed, 88 acceleration, like these physical stats right here. Has pretty good finesse moves with 83. The power moves are a little bit low. Has 80 block shed, 79 impact blocking. If we take a look at his traits, has every single pass rush trait on yes. Actually has every single trait you would want on yes. So he is trait glitched, and that leads to Chase Young's cards always playing really good. Even if he isn't stat the best, traits do play a major part. And I'm actually going to put Chase Young in this A tier by Montez Sweat. I think they are pretty similar. I think he's A tier. I like the physical stats a lot. Kind of like what I said about Montez Sweat when we first covered him in the first update. He can just do things other defensive ends just can't do because of those physical stats. So that we got 86 overall Zach Allen right here with 76 speed, 80 acceleration, decent physical stats, not really good, not really great. 81 power moves, 70 finesse moves, 85 block shed, 79 impact blocking. If we take a look at his traits, only the bull rush trait on yes. So he's only going to use his 81 power move rating with 81 block shed. This is a card, if you do use him, I would probably play him at defensive tackle. Now 86 overalls, once again, they now get their tier 2 bucket. So we're looking at someone that can get in unpredictable, and that's really the only good ability I would say that's right there. So Zach Allen, I'm not saying he's like terrible by any means. I just think he's like okay. Don't think he's as good as the people in B. I would rather use the people in B. So for me, he's going to go in that C tier. And right after that, we got Jadeveon Clowney right here, 88 overall ultimate kickoff champion with 84 speed, 87 acceleration, 6'5" this time with 75 finesse moves, 82 power moves, great block shed, great impact blocking. I just feel like overall though, for an 88 overall, kind of lacking. Like, I don't know. I think Chase Young is better than this card. And if we take a look at his traits, right, has the bull rush and the swim move trait, and yes, so he's going to use both of these ratings as well. Gets a ton of team chems, I guess, is a positive, and an 88 overall, he does get that tier 2 bucket. In his tier 2 bucket, he can get things like unpredictable again. Other than that though, anything I really like, no. So it can get unpredictable. Maybe could see him slight A tier. I lied. I'll put him like bottom into this A tier. This is a tough card to rank. Like I said, I could see him in like a B plus type of range, but I am gonna have him slightly in the A tier. I think he's better than everyone in B, but again, for an 88 overall, I feel like he was a little bit disappointing. And for the final card of the video right here, we got left in Lawrence Guy, everyone's prediction for the Gridiron Guardian Patriot champion, but he's 6'4", 315. There's a card that should be playing defensive tackle. When you're over 300 pounds, I'd play a defensive tackle. Now he's 78 speed, 76 acceleration, so not like the worst physical stats in the world, I guess. Has 84 power moves and 90 block shed, which is great. 81 impact blocking, like the block shed. Finesse moves and impact blocking are a little bit low, but from a trait standpoint, only has the bull rush trait on yes. So again, we can essentially block out this finesse move rating. He's only going to use this power move rating. If we take a look at the abilities he can get, right, he should be able to get that tier 3 bucket. Can get things like no outsiders, I guess, not really too good. Unpredictable, again, is probably the thing I would run if I were to run abilities on him. For me, I get he has good block shed. I get he has 84 power moves, but I just think this card is very just like you know, he's just like okay. I'm gonna go ahead and put him in the B tier. I'm not really that high on the card. I'm slightly better than Zach Allen, and that's why he's a whole tier above Zach Allen. But yeah, I wasn't really too impressed with the card, especially in like the same promo drop. I believe we got our first inside stuff player. Why does he not get inside stuff, you know? But yeah, y'all, this has been my thoughts on the defensive end position in Madden 24 Ultimate Team. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. What do you agree with? What do you disagree with? Who are you currently rocking out as your defensive ends? Now, if you guys did enjoy this video, you enjoy content like this, want to stay up to date with the best cards in Madden, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Now, if you guys want to see me use some of these cards live, check the links in the description, hit that Twitch with the follow. We have been grinding streams over there, so I would greatly appreciate that. Now, if you don't feel like heading over to Twitch and you want another video to watch, check this one out right here. I rank the best outside linebackers in Madden 24.